Right, so we're back, just after seeing that. Whoa. That mask, it's moved from there to there. Put it on. So let's find out. Oh, I know which one's going to be. It's going to be where the dude was standing. That's what I'm going to be opening it. No. Maybe these in the top right corner then. Oh. No, not that one yet. Oh, what about the ones at the end? Sorry. Yeah. Oh, shit. Whoa. The fuck? I don't like that, because it's almost as if I think he's going to come running out. Like, so where's the other one then? Got to be something in the bottom right corner. I ain't had nothing there, have I yet? No, because that's been opened, isn't it? That one has. That one's been opened on the right. Unless I've got to have the rest of these switches in a certain order or something. That was the first one. Loop-de-loop. That's already been done, isn't it? Pardon me. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is the one, I think. He's not there. Hey! So where do I go now? Exit anywhere? Maybe the start? Hey! What the fuck, you? Oh! It's funny how certain words can remain hidden from your mind, no matter how blatant or obvious they are. One word that came to me that night, lying there in the darkness alone, frightened, aware of a rotten change in the atmosphere, a thickening of the air as if something had displaced it. As I heard the first casual twists of the bedsheets below, the first anxious increase of my heartbeat to the realisation that something was once again in the bottom bunk. That word. A word which had been sent into exile, filtered up through my consciousness. Breaking free of all repression, gasping for air, screaming, etching and carving itself into my mind. Ghost! Starring Patrick Swayze. As this thought came to me, I noticed that my unwelcome visitor had ceased moving. The Their cheeks lay calm and dormant. They had been replaced by something far more hideous. A slow, rhythmic, rasping breath heaved and escaped from the thing below. I could imagine its chest rising and falling with each sordid, wheezing and garbled breath. I shuddered and hoped beyond all hope that it would leave without occurrence. The house lay, as it had the previous night, in a thick blanket of darkness. Silence prevailed, all but the pervert. Who's a pervert? Silence prevailed, all but for the perverted breath of my as yet unseen bunkmate. I lay there terrified. I just wanted this thing to go, to leave me alone. What did it want? Then something unmistakably chilling transpired. It moved. It moved in a different way from before. When it threw itself around in the bottom bunk, it seemed unrestrained, without purpose, almost animalistic. For that thing lying there in the darkness, that thing which seemed intent on terrorising a young boy, calmly and nonchalantly sat up. Its laboured breathing had become louder. Now only a mattress and a few flimsy wooden slats separated my body from the unearthly breath below. I lay there, my eyes filled with tears. A fear which mere words cannot relate to you or anyone else coursed in my veins. I would not have believed that this fear could have been heightened, but I was so wrong. I imagined what this thing would look like, sitting there listening from below my mattress, hoping to catch the slightest hint that I was awake. Imagination then turned into an unnerving reality. It began to touch the wooden slats which my mattress sat on. What fuck? It seemed to caress them carefully, like a big ass teeth. I imagined to be fingers and hands across the surface of the wood. Then, very force, prodded angrily between the two slats into the mattress. Even through the panic, it felt as though someone had viciously stuck their fingers into my side. I let an unwieldly cry, and the wheezing, shaking, and moving thing in the bunk below replied in kind by violently vibrating the bunk as it had done the night before. Small flakes of paint powdered onto my blanket from the wall as the frame of the bed scraped along it, backwards and forwards. Once again I was bathed in light, and there stood my mother, loving, caring as she always was, with the comforting and calming words which eventually subdued my hysteria. Of course she asked what was wrong, but I could not say, I dared not say. I simply said one word over and over and over again. Nightmare. You should have said it moved. Should have said it moved. Unless the next chapter is going to be called Nightmare. This pattern of events continued for weeks, if not months. Night after night I would awaken to the sound of rustling sheets. Each time I would scream so as not to provide this abomination with the time to prod and feel for me. I hate how it does that, like it keeps having breaks in sentences like that. With each cry the bed would shake violently, stopping the arrival of my mother, who would spend the rest of the night in the bottom bunk, seemingly aware of the sinister force torturing her son nightly. Along the way I managed to feign illness a few times and come up with other less than truthful reasons for sleeping in my parents' beds. But more often than not I would be alone for the first few hours of each night in that place, the room where the light from outside did not sit right, alone with that thing. With time you can become desensitized to almost anything, no matter how horrific. I had come to realise that for whatever reason this thing could not harm me when my mother was present. I'm sure the same would have been said from my father, but as loving as he was, waking him from sleep was almost impossible. To be fair, that was the same with us. Actually no, it's the other way around. My mum, you would sleep through a bomb, yet my dad would wake at the slightest thing. But as I've got older, my dad sleeps through bombs, and my mum, bloody hell, she was farting in the wrong direction and fucking she's alive. Waking me, on the other hand, was no trouble at all, thanks to the nightmares. Oh, one of me bollocks. Oh, I've just pinched it like between my thigh and my cheek. Well, overload. Flip flop, see you on.